1 week later, the trust lawyer called my ex. Ma'am, your son just forfeited his entire $2.3 million inheritance. My 16-year-old son Brandon publicly disowned me at a family brunch, so I let him sign away his entire future. Last Sunday at Riverside Country Club, Brandon stood up in front of 23 people. My new dad says you're a loser. I want to take his name instead. The Harrison name actually means something. His stepfather Greg raised his glass. My ex-wife Nicole smiled like she'd won the lottery. I reached into my jacket, pulled out an envelope I'd been carrying for 3 months, and slid it across the table. Fine, sign here. Brandon grabbed the pen and signed without hesitation. Didn't read it, didn't ask questions. Nicole raised her glass. To Brandon Harrison, I lifted mine. May you get exactly what you just asked for. I wasn't blindsided. I'd seen this coming for months. I run Hartley Industrial Supply. $12 million annually. Family business my grandfather started in 1967. My ex left me for Greg Harrison 3 years ago. Greg runs a tech startup that's been about to go public for 5 years. Venture capital funding, leased Tesla, zero profits. After the divorce, Brandon changed. Started saying things like, Greg says manufacturing is dying, and real wealth comes from ideas, not labor. At parent-teacher conferences last December, Brandon told his teacher, that's my biological father. This is my dad, pointing at Greg. That night, I called our family estate attorney. I need the renunciation papers prepared. The Hartley Family Trust holds $2.3 million in assets. My grandfather established it in 1972 with a specific clause. Any descendant who voluntarily renounces the Hartley name through legal proceedings immediately forfeits all trust rights, forever. No appeals. Brandon had never asked to see the trust documents, never showed interest in understanding the family money. The renunciation document was simple. Standard name change paperwork. What it didn't mention was the automatic trigger buried in the trust that had existed for 50 years. At brunch, Greg announced Brandon's decision. I placed the envelope down. Read it first, I suggested. It's a legal document. Brandon skimmed 3 sentences before signing. There, I'm not your son anymore. I photographed the entire table. Documentation. You'll want to remember this day. Monday morning, the systems shut down. The $86,400 college scholarship fund, access denied. His private school tuition endowment covering $16,200 per semester, terminated. Full balance due immediately. The restored Honda Civic I'd been storing for his birthday, donated to a trade school. The $25,000 seed money for his first business, redistributed. The $2.3 million trust inheritance, gone. The future $4.2 million ownership stake in the company, gone. Tuesday, the trust lawyer called Nicole. Your son formally renounced the Hartley name. He's no longer a beneficiary.